Some people don't miss the people who hurt them. They miss the feeling of them. Which sounds strange, because pain is supposed to push us away. If someone lies to you, ignores you, disappoints you, makes you feel small, you should want distance. You should feel relief when they're gone. But sometimes, the opposite happens. You miss them. You check your phone, replay memories, wonder what they're doing. And then a confusing thought appears. Why do I miss someone who made me feel terrible? And that question can become dangerous. Because many people secretly start believing, maybe the pain wasn't that bad. Maybe I was the problem. Maybe I should go back. But psychology hides a strange truth. Sometimes, people are not addicted to love. They're attached to familiarity.
I call this the familiar pain effect. Imagine 2 rooms. One room is dark, cold, uncomfortable. You've lived there for years. You know every corner. You know where the walls are. You know where you'll trip. You know exactly what hurts. Then one day, someone opens a door, and behind it is a completely different room. Brighter, safer, healthier. But there's a problem. You've never been there before. And suddenly your mind whispers, wait, I don't know this place. I don't know what happens here. This feels unfamiliar. And sometimes, the brain mistakes familiar pain for safety.
Because the brain has an interesting job. Its main goal isn't happiness. Its main goal is prediction. Prediction creates certainty. Certainty creates safety. Even painful certainty, especially painful certainty. This is why some people stay attached to relationships where they constantly felt anxious, because anxiety became part of the emotional routine. The text message that arrives late, the hot and cold behavior, the uncertainty, the chasing, the waiting, the relief after attention finally returns. Over time, your emotions start following a rhythm. Pain, hope, relief. Pain, hope, relief. And eventually, something strange happens. Chaos begins feeling normal. This is why memories become dangerous after painful relationships end. Because memory doesn't replay reality. Memory edits reality. It softens edges, removes details, cuts out long nights of crying, cuts out anxiety, cuts out loneliness. And suddenly your brain creates highlight reels. The good morning texts, the laughs, the small moments, the feeling of closeness. And now you're not missing the entire relationship. You're missing selected scenes. Like watching a movie trailer and forgetting how the whole movie ended. Maybe you don't miss the person. Maybe you miss the familiarity. Maybe you miss certainty. Maybe you miss the emotional pattern your mind learned years ago. Because leaving familiar pain can feel like stepping into empty space. Even when that space is healthier. Even when it's better. Even when it's exactly what you needed. And maybe healing isn't learning how to stop missing people. Maybe healing is learning to ask, do I miss them? Or do I miss what felt familiar
because those two things can look almost identical, but they can lead your life in completely different directions.